Hello and welcome to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 4, Race 7. We're going to be at the CS Circuit 4 as our first race of the stream. This track is by CodeStar XP. Now the current standings going into this race, we have Pesky Bird leading with 158 points, Fludes in second with 136, Demon in third with 123, Moo in fourth with 122, Alfonso in fifth with 113, Iceman in sixth with 111, Azza in seventh with 104, Boer in eighth with 99, Cheese in ninth with 96, and Luna in 10th with 90, makes up the top 10. Below that we have Weep, Sage, Stormy, Jimmy, Shady, Superboss, and Eggbot. So those are the current standings going into this. 2 races in the stream, of course. So we'll see what movement we get on the standings today. Now in the Discord you might have seen Boer and Fludes have been doing some looking into team points and seeing how that can be worked out, so you can get an idea of how teams are performing. So you can go check that out in the Discord if you're interested. We looked at 2 methods of doing it. So there's taking an average or a bit more of a complicated method that does kind of work better, where you basically have, what's the best way to explain it? It proper mind-boggled me when I first saw it, but I kind of understand it now. So because we have teams that have multiple racers in, for example the Green Slushies have 3 members, and then we have some with 1. For example, Balls of Steel has the 1 member of Fludes. It works out as though you have what we call ghost racers to fill in the other 2 spots, so that everyone technically has 3 races, but your ghost racers will always score average points across every race. So it would promote teaming up, because if you have a strong team that's performing strong through the whole thing, it's better than just having predicted averages for your ghost teammates. But it did make the board make a bit more sense than just total average, where you could have a team of 1 person that's doing really well and they just dominate the team series. So yeah, there's some, you can look into that into the Discord anyway if you're interested. And it got me thinking about what we could bring into the future around integrating teams a bit more again. But that is for future stuff and future things to think about. Won't really be linked into this season, but maybe for the next season. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. But all that waffle out the way, let's head over to the track. So here we are, CS Circuit 4. A very small track. There are going to be quite a few laps. So let's start by spawning all of the racers into their positions. And as you can see, 30 laps. 30 laps around the track. Now we will have predictions on again, of course. So I'm going to start up the predictions and then we'll take a look around the track. Those ending half pipes look like 1,000,000 DNFs. See that'll totally depend on how well the track maker designed DNF protection. Now, of course, DNF predictions, if you haven't played the tracks or seen them before, like this one, another new one to the season. If you haven't played this one before, you're going in blind. So we're going to start the prediction 1 minute starting from now to guess those predictions. And let's have a look around. So quite a flat start. Did I get DNFs when testing? Oh no, that would be telling. That would be telling. Definitely not that I've just forgotten because of the big gap between 2 of the races. So, you know, fairly straightforward, a nice little simple track, which then goes up a massive slope, and we have a jump into the half pipe and dropping down and back to the start. So, what do people think? DNF prediction timer is counting down. Only a few seconds left to get those predictions in. And there we go. So, predictions are locked in. 30 laps. Let's get going. Countdown. And they're off. Very quick start. And Iceman is going to take an early lead. Eggbot up the inside though as Iceman gets caught out. Very quick pace track. And yes, this is slowed down to the normal speed I run at as well. So this is why it is 30 laps. Very speedy. And Moo going for the overtake on Eggbot makes it work into the half pipe. So here we'll see the half pipe in action. Everyone successful over it. I may even slow it down once more just so we've got a bit more control over what's happening. Very fast first lap. Now the other bit to be careful of is this slope here. Gotta make sure you have enough speed, and we've already had one racer go off. Azur's off the track, so it's going to be F's in the chat for Azur. It's heading back around. Got to get my camera angle sorted out here, pressing all the wrong buttons, all the wrong keys. But Eggbot is leading on lap 2. Moo in second, Superboss in third, but Superboss with a better line through there, but Moo has the inside. Superboss is going to clip the spinner. And there it is from Weep, the F stuck. So Moo second, Sage now up to third, Alfonso fourth, so everyone's still quite close together. DNF in the first lap is a bad sign for the rest of the race. Very well could be. Everyone else has made it round this time. Into the next section, we can see Eggbot breaking away. Might be their type of race, this one, fast paced, however running a bit slow around these corners. Superboss has Alfonso just behind. We've also got Weep. Moo's dropped a few spots. Weep looking at the inside line, going up the hill. Makes it past Superboss. We'll see how it goes on the jump. Oh, some trouble there. Moo with a great exit. Superboss a little bit slow on the exit. Weep's going to get in front. Demon just behind with Sage. We'll see what's going on further back as well. We've got Stormy and Cheese. Flude's just behind. Iceman, Boer, Luna, Shady, Pesky Bird, and Jimmy. They're heading back around to the top. Eggbot doing well for once, indeed. Although struggling to keep the consistency. Alfonso, Superboss. Well, Alfonso's gaining. I was going to name about everyone that was gaining there, but everyone started piling up. We've got Alfonso, we've got Superboss, Moo, Weep, Sage, Demon, and Stormy all grouping up together here. Sage with a bad hit there is going to drop to the back of that pack. While all this fighting is going on, Eggbot is going to use that to their advantage. Weep struggling with the landings on this half pipe. Not getting the smoothest landing. As you were saying about the half pipe being a good spot for DNFs, clearly has been well protected to prevent DNFs from happening there. Ultraviolets need to do better, yeah. Worm, Pesky Bird, 14th and 15th. Move the great inside line there. As you can see, everyone's still fairly close together, so it's going to be quite an intense race around all these 30 laps. And Moo is leading this pack. Teammate Demon just behind. Stormy with a great inside line. It's going to get past Moo, going up to the half pipe. Over the jump, Stormy catches the wall, is going to lose some speed. I mean, Demon and Moo are going to be in front. Meanwhile, Eggbot just still over a second ahead. Just trying to keep ahead of all the chaos. Can they hold it down to the end? It's a lot of laps to try and stay consistent. Alfonso and Sage joining the battle. Great run through there as they both get past Moo and Stormy, but Moo and Stormy both have the inside line. We'll use that to their advantage to take those spots back. So quite the battle going on here. We're going to see what's going on a little bit further back as well. We've got Superboss just going in front of Wheat there. Luna just behind. Superboss will have the inside line. Wheat hitting the spinner means Luna's going to get past. Now at risk from Cheese. Shady just behind. Then we have Fludes, followed by Boer, Iceman, Pesky Bird, and Jimmy. So back up to the front. Eggbot still breaking away. And extending the lead every lap at the moment. Stormy up to second, Demon just behind. Then we have Sage followed by Moo. Weep has dropped down to 9th. It's a very, very quick pace. And so far only one DNF of Azure, which isn't good for the green slushies. It's not going to be good for Azure in the standings either. So quite clean on the jumps. Stormy being gained on by Demon. A big hit off the spinner, but Stormy's going to have the inside line. Sage a bit of an inside line as well. In the next corner, everyone piling up. Demon's on the inside for these two corners. Is then going to block off Stormy going to the next one, but Stormy's just going to find the gap on the inside. Sage with the inside line as well. Will tuck in behind Demon. So an intense battle between these four. Now in a line, Demon looking for the inside, will make it work. Stormy gets picked up by the spinner. Moo's going to get past as well, going up the hill. And now gaining on Eggbot. Eggbot having a rough section through there and has lost over a second on that lap. And now is at risk from Demon just behind. And then we have Moo, Sage, then Stormy. Stormy dropping a few positions in that battle. Eggbot holding a good inside line on that corner. Moo's going to come around. Demon's going to hit the wall, but use that to get an inside line on the next corner. And closing the gap on Eggbot here. Now right behind Eggbot. Is Eggbot losing momentum in this race already? We do see this happen. Over the jump. Sage with a great run, a great exit is side by side with Eggbot going on to lap 10. We'll have the inside line on the corner, is going to tuck in front of Eggbot. The Eggbot's going to fight back, some pressure against the wall, get back into the lead. Sage down to second. Then behind we have Moo, Demon and Stormy. A disaster for Eggbot there, going wide and slow. Sage is going to take the inside line. Eggbot tries the inside line on the next corner, but it's not enough. Going to get a wide angle view here so we can see what's going on further back as well. As you can see, Fluids has made their way up the standings quite a bit. So has Iceman. All battling it out. Iceman followed by Cheese. Alfonso with a bad hit off the spinner there is going to lose quite a few positions. Over the jump. Superboss colliding with Fluids. Luna with a collision on the landing at the bottom. But it is all close. Everyone fighting for every point they can get. Cheese up the inside of Iceman will make the pass. Superboss, Fluids, Luna, Weep, Boer and Alfonso. Alfonso getting past Boer. Bit of contact made. To go back to the front, Moo is now leading. Sage in second, Demon in third, Eggbot's dropped to fourth, and Stormy in fifth. Going up to the jumps, the top 5 right now have really broken away from the rest of the pack. Eggbot holding a fastest lap currently as they move up to fourth. There's a bit of a switch around And a switch back, and Sage with a bad hit off the spinner. Stormy's going to run up the inside. A great line by Stormy inside on the next two corners as well. It's going to push Stormy all the way up to second, but everyone piles up at the top of the hill, pushing Stormy wide and dropping back into fifth, tucking in behind Sage. So a lot of action all over the track right now. Everyone battling in their small groups, fighting for their positions. Just going to see the jump here. Eggbot with a good landing. There's a lot of speed going down to the line. Demon behind blocking Sage. And still just the one DNF. Not sure what happened to Azure to cause that, but we haven't seen a repeat of it. Eggbot with a bit of a bump there. Not sure if there's a collision, but that has set Eggbot back slightly, but going to take an inside line on these two corners is going to make that time back and tuck in behind Demon. But a big slowdown there. Eggbot running out of momentum here. Stormy coming along to give them a little bump, but Eggbot seems to be struggling and is holding Stormy up. But a big chance for the top three to really break away. So quite a strong showing by the Eternal Darkness duo right now. Currently split by Sage. Demon's going to run the inside line, then cross over to get the inside of the next corner and get past Sage. And it is now an Eternal Darkness 1-2. But that's going to be taken straight back by Sage. Once again, Demon's going to have to tuck in behind Sage. Further back, Stormy is in front of Eggbot. Managed to make the overtake. Fluids is battling with Luna. Moving over to block Luna on the outside lane. Got Cheese just behind, followed by Boer, Superboss and Alfonso. So still a battle going on in the middle area as well. This whole race has been filled with multiple battles, non-stop action all over the place. Of course, we've been focusing a lot on the top 5 with all the action going on up there, so we'll see what's going on a bit further back. Having a race as successful as yesterday, I see. It wasn't a bad start early in the race, but unfortunately, yes, Iceman, you've dropped a few places since. So Luna's trying to break away from Fluids, Superboss, Boer and Cheese here. Fluids and Boer with the inside line. Superboss hits the spinner, so it's opened up a space for Boer to get through. A rough landing is going to slow Boer down. Superboss and Cheese will get past. Superboss on the inside lane will get past Fluids, and a great lineup for the next corner as well. Boer getting past Cheese. But Fluids is going to get up the inside of the next corner. So does Boer. Superboss going off the wall, colliding with Boer. The Boer's going to come in and block that outside line, not letting Superboss get back through. And Cheese slowing down a bit. Now has Alfonso, Weep and Pescabird just behind. And we have Jimmy, Iceman and Shady. Lap 17 of 30, so there's still a chance for those further back to make their way up. Sage is now leading as well. Eggbot's still holding the fastest lap. That looks like Moo's going to get an inside line there. Demon managing to get past Sage. Moo also getting past, but Sage is going to take the inside line here, get back past and block Moo on the outside. And Luna currently hunting down Eggbot. Jimmy and Iceman side by side, Shady lurking just behind. Going on to lap 18. battle still raging up at the front. Demon right behind Sage. Sage's going to have a slightly tighter line here, and we'll be able to block Demon off. Demon not finding a way past. Sage getting a bit stuck there for a second, causing a collision and slowing Demon down. Whether that was a tactical maneuver, I don't know. But it has slowed Demon down back into Moo, allowing Sage for a bit of a breakaway. But Demon with a great run around that corner, avoiding the spinner. He's going to try and close that gap once again. Moo gets a rough landing, and Stormy is joining the battle now. Now further back, we can see Eggbot making their way around. Still trying to hold on to that 5th spot. Fluids and Luna side by side. And Fluids is going to make the overtake. Alfonso just behind, then Superboss, followed by Boer. Big hit off the spinner by Fluids, but manages to just get in front of Alfonso and block them out. Going to keep hold of that 6th spot. But Alfonso manages to pass Luna. Boer has passed Superboss. Heading around the square section. Jimmy and Iceman both making a bit of progress. Pesky Bird and Weep dropping slightly. Good run through there, avoiding the spinner. Cheese getting slowed down slightly. Up at the front, Moo is making an overtake on Sage. It's back to a 1-2 for Demon and Moo, but Sage is going to shut that down once again, cutting in between the two of them. And Stormy just lurking behind, looking for any opportunity, any mistake. Alfonso has passed Flues, and Flues going a bit slow there. Is going to get hit by Luna and Boer, slowing them down, which means Shady will be just behind and looking for a chance to overtake. And Boer taking the inside line, gets past Luna. Luna caught up in the spinner. Shady gets past as well. Going up to the jump. Eggbot at risk from Alfonso. And Alfonso with the inside line makes it work. Boer is in front of Fluids now. Eggbot caught in the spinner. Fluids and Shady taking an inside line. Better line to get around Boer. On lap 21 here. Fluids cutting across to the inside, drop behind Boer. Boer now on the back of Shady. And gaining on Eggbot and Alfonso. We're battling out in front. Bit of a hit off the spinner there. Jimmy trying to get past Luna and Superboss. Iceman and Cheese having a battle between themselves. Superboss with some trouble on the half pipe off the jump. It's going to slow them down. Bit of time loss there. And the battle raging between Boer and Fluids as well, just behind Shady. But up at the front we can see Moo leading, Demon in second, Stormy now in third, and Sage has dropped to fourth. And is now looking for a way back past Stormy. And Shady took fastest lap, as Boer pointed out. Tend to miss the fastest laps as they come in. But yes, Shady did take the fastest lap, which was being held quite strong by Eggbot for quite a lot of laps actually. So it must have been a very strong lap by Shady. So Demon breaking away from Sage, actually chasing down Moo now. Stormy slowing down on the corner. This isn't good for Stormy. It's going to get caught up by Eggbot. There's the bump. That was not great for Stormy. Alfonso and Shady doing great. These laps are both quite far down. Indeed, they are They're both showing what they can do later into this race. They've been holding out. They knew there was a lot of laps in it. They've been holding out till later. Unfortunate for their other teammate. And we've had another runoff. Late into the race, we've lost Weep in the same spot of Azur. I also saw an F Cheese in the chat as well. Yes, Cheese has also gone off. And yes, a good comeback by Alfonso and Shady, as we were saying. Unfortunate for Azur, their other teammate, who went out first. But we're going to have Fs in the chat for both Weep and Cheese as they both go off. Unfortunate end to both of their races. But up at the front, Moo and Demon. A 1-2 currently. Lap 25 of 30. Sage in third. Eggbot in fourth. Stormy in fifth. Then Alfonso and Shady, followed by Boer, Luna, Superboss, Jimmy and Fludes. Iceman trying to keep ahead of Pesky Bird. So heading up to the jump. Gonna see Moo go over first. Followed by Demon. Followed by Sage. And Sage with a good jump there is going to gain on Demon. Demon with a bit of time loss. And he's also close between Eggbot, Stormy and Alfonso. Alfonso might be looking to try and gain another spot or two here. Fludes with a good line there up the inside of Superboss. Great overtake. And will now be leading the pack of Fludes, Superboss, Luna and Jimmy. Iceman not far behind them. Trying to break away from Pesky Bird. Over the jump, Stormy and Eggbot very close together. A bit of a collision on landing. Really battling it out. Getting a little bit violent between them. Stormy's going to try and hook the inside, but not enough. Eggbot goes for the block. Is going to keep blocking Stormy here. And actually gaining on Sage. With an inside line here, we'll be right behind Sage going up the hill. Moving slightly to the outside. Stormy's going to tuck back in behind Eggbot. Sage running a little bit slower there, so Eggbot's now right behind Sage. Going up to the jump once again. And Demon actually gaining on Moo up at the front. Are we going to see some competitive racing between the two teammates up at the front for those points? Demon does get past Moo. They've got to be careful though. They do not want to slow each other down or cost each other these big points. We love to see some competitive racing, but it may not be the smartest for the two teammates. The Demon is going to be leading now. Moo in second. Sage is gaining in third. Is closing in on Moo, and then Eggbot and Stormy just behind. Alfonso and Shady. Alfonso running a bit slow. Going down the hill. Is actually slowing Shady down as well. Got to be careful because we've got Boer, Jimmy, Flude, Superboss and Luna not too far behind. Over the jump. Eggbot trying to stay in front of Stormy. Alfonso and Shady side by side. Boer and Jimmy side by side. Luna and Superboss as well. And Fludes with a, not sure what happened there. A bit of a bump. Slowing them down. That's cost them 2 positions to Luna and Superboss. And up the hill, Jimmy's going to be looking at the inside line to get past Boer. Is it enough? It is just enough. And Eggbot having some issues slowing Alfonso and Shady down, which could be a chance for Boer and Jimmy, as we are on the final lap of the race now. Over the jump, you see Demon still in front of Moo going towards the uphill. And Demon coming back past again to retake the lead. Final lap of the race, we're going to see which one comes out on top as they are battling out for that number 1 position. Bit of a gap back to Sage. Demon's going to hit the spinner though, which means Moo's going to have the pace going up the hill. Over the jump, on the landing, and Moo is going to take the win. Demon close second, a 1-2 for Eternal Darkness. Sage will take third, Stormy's going to take fourth. And it is close between Shady and Eggbot here, but a great landing by Eggbot would secure fifth, Shady sixth, and still holding the fastest lap. And what's happened to Alfonso? It's Jimmy 7th, Luna 8th, Boer 9th, Superboss 10th, Fludes 11th. There's Alfonso in 12th, Iceman 13th. And Pesky Bird coming through to take 14th. And then it'll be Cheese in 15th, Weep in 16th, Azure in 17th. So we'll run things back up to speed. And Alfonso having a disaster there after Shady and Alfonso were close together. Disaster in the final couple of laps. But congratulations to our winner. A close race all the way through. Lots of battles going on across the whole track. But Moo takes the win. Takes the win here at CS Circuit 4. So congratulations. Claps in the chat. Very close down to the end. But probably quite happy for the two teammates of the 1-2. I'm sure they'll have a bit of an influence on the team leaderboard as well. And again, you can check that out in the Discord. It's not quite an official edition yet, but you may see it showing up in the next season. And maybe we'll even have another prize for teams as well. Smaller team prize. Who knows? Who knows? Future stuff. Ideas and all that. But there we go. DNFs have come through. And let's see if anyone got the prediction right. So predictions, choose outcome. So we had two predictions this time, and it actually no, it doesn't like anyone put any eggs on the line for this one. So we did have a correct guess. It was 3, so the 3 to 5. So at least you have the pride in knowing that you got the prediction correct, but no eggs, no egg reward. It was Wheatman. Congratulations, Wheatman, on getting the prediction right. Of course, Boer unfortunately can't put any eggs on the line due to country restrictions. So I think even if Wheatman did, Wheatman got the pop-up in your region, you can only do a 0. I was there, Wheatman Wheatman had the same situation. It's kind of odd. I still think it's a bit odd because it's not money. It's not like there's a financial element to it. But I guess gambling restrictions, I guess, count with the eggs as well. Can't be gambling your eggs. But yeah, either way, good guess on the prediction. I definitely thought it was just going to be a 1 DNF race after Azure went out and no one else did for quite a while. But now I'm going to go put these results over on the leaderboard, and I'll be back in just a minute with the updated standings. So the results have been entered. Now let's head over to the standings. So, with Fluids finishing in 11th, they have dropped outside of the top 3. It is Pesky Bird in first with 165 points. Moo just behind in second with 162. Demon in third with 157. Fluids in fourth with 146. Alfonso in fifth with 122. Iceman in sixth with 119. Sage in seventh with 114. Were just 1 point behind in eighth with 113. Stormy in ninth with 109. Azure in 10th with 108. Then we have Luna, Cheese, Jimmy, Shady, Eggbot, Wheat, and Superboss. Gain made up 1 point on P1. Progress. Progress is all you need. Progress is all you need. Bit by bit. Still plenty of races to go. All those little bits of progress could get you back up into the top spot. I say back up. That's referring to the last season. You had your dominant season. People are starting to put up quite the fight this time against the 2 icebreakers after the last season. Iceman and Jimmy. But as I said before, it's still early. And we now have both Moo and Pesky Bird with 2 wins. So unlike last season where we had a range of winners, I think we had almost everyone but one won a race before someone won 2. A bit different this time around. There we go, and Shady, of course, the extra point for the fastest lap. That will be it for this first race. So as always, we do have a second race coming at the office pre, but for those watching on YouTube, that is going to be the end of this video. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.